Maya, I'm glad you asked that question. It's important to know what is expected of you as you move through the process. I want to read something to you really quickly. As outlined in the Franklin University Doctoral Student Handbook dated July 11, 2019, the dissertation requirements include after you complete your last semester of course work, you will attend the second colloquial, because I understand that you are in the first one right now. And this will allow you to complete the comprehensive exams, your city training for the IRB, and dissertation writing and research design. Then you'll move on to completing the GRAD 901 comprehensive exam. That's going to be a 6-week course in which you will get more information on what is required for the comprehensive exam, and then you'll actually take it. Then you'll move on to MTHD 890, which is the research proposal, and this is where you'll work on your proposal for 8 weeks until it is approved. Then you'll move on to GRAD 902 or 905, and that is the dissertation DIP 1. And that is where you'll submit to the IRB. You'll submit your research proposal to the IRB, and you'll complete some of your chapters. Then you'll move on to GRAD 903 or 906, and that is dissertation DIP 2, where you'll finish writing all your dissertation chapters. Then you'll move on to GRAD 904 or 907, which is dissertation DIP 3, and that's when you complete your total dissertation, your entire dissertation. Then you'll move on to GRAD 908, which is the oral defense, and that's where you'll defend your dissertation to your committee. Then after that, you graduate. Within these requirements, you'll follow the following process. You'll get your dissertation topic approval. In this stage, you'll work with your dissertation committee to create a plan for your research study. Once the topic is approved, you will begin to work on your prospectus, which will include a proposal that is not more than 50 pages and in APA format. In this process, if it is found that you will use human subjects, that's what the city training is for, you must submit an application to the IRB after your prospectus is approved. Okay? All right, so the next part of the process, you'll complete a literature review, and in this phase, you'll create a thorough review of literature related to the topic of your dissertation. This is what you've been working on gathering during your courses, some of the information to help you decide what topic you would like to explore, and some of the many works that are related to your topic. Then you'll move on to the dissertation methods design, and in this phase you will map out and jot down the strategy you'll use for your project when gathering and analyzing data for your dissertation. So you may decide you want to do a qualitative, quantitative, or a mixed method, and that will be purely up to you. I found in the past it's best to know going in what would be the feasible choice. So for example, if you were going to choose qualitative and you decided that you wanted to do interviews, or if you wanted to do interviews in some way, you may want to start getting together or gathering the people or organizations you are going to contact just to make sure that they would be willing to participate. You do not want to wait until you get to the stage of gathering the data and sending out forms for people to consent to, and then to find out that no one wants to participate. That would be a huge snag. So you definitely want to start reaching out to people right now to find out who would want to participate. And you can jot that information down because that will be a part of your proposal. Then you're going to move on into the dissertation implementation. In this phase, you'll start and complete your dissertation study. This will include the data collection. Then you'll move on to the analysis and interpretation of the data. And in this phase, you will analyze and interpret the data gathered during your dissertation project. And that's usually about chapter 4. Then the completion of the dissertation report. Well, that was chapter 4 and 5. Then you'll complete the report in this phase. You'll communicate back and forth with your committee as you complete the style and formatting of your dissertation while writing to completion. Then you will move on to your oral defense, as I mentioned earlier. That would be a 15 to 20 minute presentation that must take place where you will defend your dissertation. The outcome will be passed, no revisions, passed with revisions, or did not pass. So you just want to make sure you're in touch with your committee as much as possible, because they will be the ones to help you out with that and make sure that you do pass and that you don't have revisions, because that's really good. I hope this will help you in the progress through your program and the process in its entirety. And we'll be in touch. We'll be in touch throughout the process, and I'll remind you of what is expected or what's to be completed at every stage. So don't worry. I'll be right by your side. Do you have any other questions? Awesome. Okay. Until the next time we meet, have a good night. For this video, for this response, I use the concept necessity of beginning early from oh my goodness, I forgot which one I used. It is from the writing the dissertation from beginning to end. Yes, it is the dissertation from beginning to end by Lyon, dated P. Lyons et al. For 2010. And I use it to guide my response to Maya. I chose this concept because it hit home for me, as this is something students do not focus on as they complete their studies in preparation for the whirlwind of a process that they will enter. If the student identifies a topic early and some of the resources they would like to use, as well as their methodology, this is something they will save time and headaches on. The feasibility of the study should be explained to the student as well. That's it. Bye.